The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and through video call play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours. Hello, and welcome back to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure. I have changed my outfit just like Becca. We're the same. My name is Con Riley. I am your GM, your DM, your best friend, and my pronouns are of your life, love of your life, your mother.
All of your life.
And my pronouns are they, them. My fun fact for today's episode is...
Fuck around and find out.
I'm indifferent about the flavor licorice.
Really?
I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great.
Alright, okay, alright.
It is what it is.
Interesting.
It's whatever.
Now let's go meet our fondly friends around this table, because we are a group of friends who play D&D around a table. Fondly friend, fun time face number one, Lexi.
Hello, it is Funly friend time face number one, Lexi. I use she, her pronouns. I play one, the human artificer. What's a fun fact about me? A fun fact about me is that I don't know. I used to play Call of Duty professionally for a hot second.
Yeah! Hell yeah. I don't think I
For
knew
a
that.
really hot second,
That
I
is
was
a fun fact.
not good at it.
But good enough to play professionally, so I guess you were probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably better than I was. Sydney can attest.
Fondly friend face, fun time friend number two.
The amount of F words we use in this campaign.
Fuck! Sorry, this is not a kid show.
Hi, I'm Andrew. My pronouns are he, him. I play Wash. Fun fact is I've been buying my friend anime waifu statues because his girlfriend judges him for it, and I think it's hilarious.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sydney. My pronouns are she, her. Terrence is like the resident rat boy. Codex is a resident mess.
Aww, little cute mess.
She's just she's a mess. I play her. She's a fighter, sorcerer. And my fun fact, so like last session we were talking about how we were storing our dice and dice bags. I don't have a dice bag. I have a pants pocket from an old pair of pants that I had that I cut out because they got ripped. And I like the material, and the brand is called Crooks and Castles, and I don't know what it is, but I didn't realize that the brand for the pants was that until I started looking at the tag on the bag. But yeah, so I keep all of my dice in this pocket that I cut.
That's so fun!
I love it. Yes.
So Crooks and Castles, if you want to sponsor.
I don't think they exist anymore. So I really love these pants, and I looked them up to see if I could order more, and I don't think they exist anymore, but it's LA Division, and then the like tagline is recruiting soldiers making generals.
What the
What?
Are they military specific pants?
They look like it.
Love propaganda.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't think they exist anymore, or maybe they changed, or I don't know, but they made great pants for when they did exist.
Alright, quintuple F number 4.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Isabella Ballador, tiefling paladin bard of the group. Fun fact, like I said last episode, as promised, I'm wearing the jersey of one of my favorite Hornets players, number 11. Hold on. Yep, number 11.
Yep.
You're welcome. Yep, Cody Martin, if you're out there, if you're listening, hit that smash that like button.
But what happened to the other guy?
What happened to the other guy? No, I have
Mason
I have
Plumlee?
3 favorites, but this is my first jersey.
I love all my children equally.
Yeah, first of all, the Charlotte Hornets. We love almost all of them. There's one that we don't like. I'm not going to say his name on this. I'm not going to dox him on this podcast.
Dogs?
You say your name, your dog.
I'm like, his address is
We're not gonna call him out on this podcast.
I'm not going to call him out on the podcast, but the Charlotte Hornets know who I'm talking about. So if they're listening, they know.
They fucking know.
Thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play a resident rat boy, Terrence Estanis.
Boo, get a new line.
No, it's a tagline.
Hold it back in the deck.
It's a catchphrase. I do not see you. My fun fact is that you said something about candy, so I'm gonna piggyback on the candy. My favorite chocolate bar is a Bueno bar. It's like
okay.
The hazelnut, I love them.
Yeah.
Bueno.
That's
Bueno.
bueno. Muy bien. Hey everybody, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Erebos. You can find me on Instagram, any other kind of social media at Land of Lore. And my fun fact is I actually really like black licorice, but it has to be true Australian black licorice because that's what I was introduced to from a young age, and that's the only good shit. It actually uses like the real. There's like not a bunch of molasses in it or anything. It's very tasty, and it comes in like really long ropes. It's delicious.
Might make me unindifferent about it.
Wow.
It's very good.
I do not like licorice. Period.
Who asked you?
Big
You
dislike.
had your fun fact.
Sorry, outside.
Most people don't, which is so funny that I was introduced to it at such a young age and was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, and then of course, as always, you can follow us anywhere at TTIYDND as well. It's been in the past, and I probably should just put on Patreon, but we have a Patreon.
Yes,
I did put it in. But yeah, with that, let us get into a recap. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
So, Shay and Terrence suggested hosting a fundraiser like the gala with nobles and fancy people, because, well, they love that performative shit. Maybe even inviting the families of victims, but that didn't seem like the best decision. Codex didn't seem to like any of the conversation and left the taproom, followed by Darian. They asked if she was okay, but she exploded about how she was in danger, her family was in danger, and how horrible things keep happening to her since she joined the Fated Fates, and so on. Darian tried to comfort her, but didn't do a good job, and she stormed off into her room. One followed her there and tried her hand at offering Codex some basic bad things happen all the time type bullshit, and somehow it led Codex to confessing she stole the Darkroot diamond, and that unlocked some memories for one. Chartreuse appeared again, removed one's armor, gave her some memories, and left after briefly explaining she'd just keep some of one's memories buried at her request for her protection. Codex helped one get her shit gathered off the ground because one is missing a leg and needed some help. Codex just started ranting about her Darkroot diamond mission that Sham hired her to steal it for Arathia, the Bull of the Onyx Obscurity, from a museum like 2 years ago. One kinda told her that was a huge fucking deal. The diamond holds some serious magical ability. Issa interrupted them to bring Codex some food, but was quickly sent on her way as Codex tried hiding one in her closet, but Issa noticed. Issa then went to the bathhouse and got in the bath, but was rudely interrupted by some guy staring at her. He introduced himself as Casimir and asked what the Fated Fates' intentions were with his brother. Who the fuck is his brother?
Perfect. All right. Any questions, concerns, comments, wants, wishes, wills, ends, beginnings?
And will and testament.
Last words.
Don't know.
Let's pick up from exactly where we left off last episode, which was Issa talking with someone named Casimir and his strange dog.
Who's your brother exactly? She's gonna get out of the bath, so she's like fully naked in front of Casimir.
You're
She's
taller
gonna
than
start
him.
walking.
He's only like 5'9".
I know, I was gonna say it's boobs in the face.
Boobs right at the eye level. Perfect.
Oh, no.
And he has kind of like that very like deadpan face of like his face doesn't change. He doesn't go like he just
Yeah. Boobs.
Sorry, wait, what'd you say? I got distracted by Issa.
His eyes pop out of his head.
Auga!
Awooga.
Tongue rolls out of his mouth like a scroll.
Balthazar Demarter.
Oh, that nice guy from the gala. What do you mean, what are our plans for him? We're focused on something else right now.
Right. Maybe I was wrong then.
What did you think?
Well, he obviously has some type of obsession with the one with pink coming from her hair.
Mm-hmm. We kind of did notice that.
And also, seems to have a lock on you now. Like he's always watching.
On me, personally, or like the group as a whole?
The others, but from what I've seen of you all seem... disjointed.
Yeah, we're kind of new to each other. One goal in mind, though. So, I mean, I don't personally have anything planned for Balthazar right now, but should I? I mean, it seems like you're a little concerned with Balthazar.
He's a dangerous person to know or be in contact with.
Do you get along with your brother?
It's a therapy session.
Yeah, sit, looking up a little bit. Because how tall are you? Like 7 foot? How tall are you?
I'm like 6'4", 6'3", I don't know.
Oh yeah, with the horns. Yeah.
Like it's kind of just like he just has like the best way to describe him is he's like that as he looks in the picture on Discord, the best way to describe him is he's very like that kind of like blank anime boy stare, like unmoving face, and he kind of just like looking up at you and just says, "Does it look like I like my brother?"
No, it doesn't, to be fully honest with you. So, are you suggesting if we did have a plan for Balthazar, you are here to assist in that? Or like what is your purpose being here right now?
I'm more ascertaining the either potential clientele of my brother. Well, not clientele, more like soon-to-be cohorts or worse. As well as seeing potentially if you would be enemies, which means you'd be a target. I'm more deciding if you are with him or without him. Sounds like you're without as in against. So...
Yeah. Yeah. Again, Balthazar's not really the focus right now, but I definitely wouldn't say we're with him. Personally, though, I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but me coming into this a little bit late in the game, I don't really have much to do with him, and I don't want much to do with him, but...
You're the ones that are going after Vorano now?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we are.
So then you have a lot you have to do with him currently, considering Vorano's top of his employment.
We thought Vorano was just a pawn.
He can be both.
So he's more important than we thought.
If you think someone being top of the employment is important to Balthazar, then that's up to you to decide. But I would not think that means that it makes any difference of importance to Balthazar. I would agree with you in saying it's just another pawn. Doesn't matter how he flavors the cake.
What would happen? How would Balthazar feel if the pawn was not on the board anymore? Like, what would happen then?
My brother's known to let out his frustration in ways.
But he likes the pink-haired one, right?
He's intrigued by her, from what I can tell.
And only her from this party?
Are you jealous?
No. That's not what she's trying to do right now.
I wouldn't say only her, but I think that is the person that he has had the most FaceTime with.
Okay. And what do you're just trying to ascertain where my group stands? Or are you here to offer something?
Would you like me to offer something?
Yeah. It seems like you're here for more purpose than just saying, hey, I heard you're going after my brother.
Oh, I was observing you until you lifted the cloth above your eye.
That sounds kind of creepy.
We're just staring at your tits.
Yeah, I know I have a good body, but that's kind of... You could at least kind of, like, announce your presence. Like I said, like, we can bathe together. It's just more of like a... Now that I know you're here, I feel better about that. Now that I know you were like kind of staring at me, it's a little...
It's not the first time I watched over you.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it a little weirder. Yeah. Casimir, you're kind of digging yourself a hole here, but So why have you been watching me? Let's circle back to that quick.
You have relations with the Red Raven Adventuring Guild and also are someone connected immensely to the tragedy that Balthazar put in place. Considering you lost your lover.
Yeah, Issa kind of grabs her necklace that has a bunch of rings on it, but she's grabbing her necklace and like fiddling with it. She's like, I did lose my lover, as you have so eloquently put it. But what is my connection to the massacres your brother is responsible for worth to you? I mean, why do you need to watch me? There are many people that are connected.
Well, I work for the Naramont Society, of course. Well, work for is a term, I guess. Considering my sister's the bull.
Right.
We keep tabs. Not in the way that the Onyx Obscurity does, but we still keep tabs.
So are you keeping tabs on everyone that was impacted by the graduations?
Mostly the group known as the Fated Fates, since you've now been at, I believe, 4 or 5 important things that we've been watching over, garnering information from, like the gala, the graduation, now, more recently, the death of Scar.
So what does your sister want? Because it sounds like she's kind of in charge here.
She is.
Or do you want something different from what your sister wants when it comes to your brother?
When it comes to my sister and my brother, I obviously side with my sister, and she is the one in charge considering she is the bull, but I wouldn't say that my needs and wants are always in line with what she wants.
So, Casimir, what is it that you want?
Your lover, would you say that they were strong in life? No!
What did you say?
Right.
Hold on, what did you say?
I want your lover.
What did he say? Yeah.
Wow.
Your lover, would you say that he was strong in life?
Yes.
Interesting.
Why?
I wonder what undead life will be like for him.
Why are you saying that? Is that something that's already happened, or is that a threat?
If I wanted to threaten you, I think I would have by this point, but I'm not the type to usually do that. It's more of the fact that everyone who was killed at the graduation wasn't necessarily just casualties. I mean, sure there were, but Codex was supposed to be one of them.
Yeah, I watched her escape. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but... So you're saying not everyone that died at graduation is actually gone?
They were for a time. I mean, think about it. They do say education, and I feel like that he walks away for a second, but still turns to you. Like, he's not walking away, and I'm sure you wouldn't let him.
I'm still petting Cower.
Yeah, Cower's still with you. But Cower just also kind of looks like dead faced when looking at you, but letting you do it.
Really quiet purr.
But he probably just that kind of not dramatic, because I don't necessarily think that Casimir at all is dramatic, but just as that kind of
Just
pacing.
the aura of dramatic, but he's not doing it intentionally.
Yeah, he's just doing that kind of pacing, walking back and then paces backwards, then turns to look at you. I mean, you know what they say about education? They do lead to the futures of places like Zabraria.
So if you want to build something or get allies, it's easier to make them. Literally.
Well, why are you telling me this? She's a little irritated now.
Again, because you lifted your cloth above, I wouldn't tell you any of this if you didn't start engaging in conversation. I just thought maybe it's best to say it.
Okay, so your brother is building an army?
Oh, he's been doing that for a long time.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of figured that, but it seems like something's on the precipice with you coming and speaking to me. I mean, you don't have to stay and speak to me like this.
I wouldn't call myself rude.
You're not being rude.
Exactly. It's fair enough to give conversation when it's due. I don't just stare and then disappear. When someone stares back.
So do you want my help with something, or do you want our help with something, or you're just politely passing information on?
Potentially. I know my sister might. Especially with one of you. Actually, two of you. Well, probably all of you.
Which two? Issa's has a notebook out now. No. She's gone over to her stuff. She hasn't put on any clothing. She's just like, which two of us would you like?
Continue.
Do you have an idea, or do you want me to tell you?
I would very much like for you to tell me.
The one known as Cornelia and the one known as Codex Amala.
That's right.
Considering both were involved with the theft and use of the Dark Root Diamond. Something I'm sure doesn't make much sense to you.
I mean, I'm surrounded by criminals. Nothing really surprises me these days.
There's a bit more of a smile from Casimir after you said it.
Is there anything specific you want from me, or want me to work with you on? Because I appreciate the information, and I will continue to converse with you about it. But I do want to know if there's a specific thing you want from me.
Currently, no. I just was engaging in conversation.
Okay. Well, have you seen my lover? Very elven features and nice full blonde hair and very charismatic and a little dumb.
Does he have it usually in a bun?
Yeah, he does.
I think I have.
How is he?
Dead. Oh, undead at least.
I was hoping you'd say that.
A husk.
So nothing really up there.
No, he's gone.
Okay.
Sorry if that brings you any grief.
Thanks, Casimir. It's nice to meet you. We're probably throwing something later in the day, tomorrow, if you'd like to come. I don't know if there's a way for me to reach you to send an invite, but I appreciate what you've told me today, but I am a little upset now about this information. So I am going to get dressed and I'm going to go to my room. But if there's a way for me to reach you, I will happily do so.
Farewell, Isabella Balador. And then just walks out as he kind of just makes that same noise, and Coward just follows behind him, and he just walks out of the bathhouse. Very matter of factly, just kind of about turns and walks away.
No.
Yeah. Issa's he knew my last name. That's crazy. He knows everything, and she's
well, I mean, to be fair, the Nermut
How did
study
you do
is
that?
also what has the census, so
Yeah. Yeah. She will gather her things and go to her room and just kind of sulk for a little bit
I'm so sorry.
before going back to the bar to find her raging friends. in the midst of making a plan.
I think before that, I would, like, kind of corral you two and, like, have, like, paper, like, in front of me.
Yes.
Be like, okay, listen, we need an actual solid plan. We need an actual, like, idea that will work. And, we can have, like, a like, a auction, like we were talking about.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Have people bring items to auction off, and all of the proceeds can go to the colleges in, like, reparations for the tragedy that occurred. So, in a way, we could still maybe make up for my horrible sins, and also, in the meantime, solve the Vorano issue.
I like it.
At the same time. And I'll just be there and be doing whatever. I'll fucking greet people at the door if it means that they'll know I'm there. But
We'll all be there for you, darling.
The Fated Fates don't have a name, but they have a name for the people who want us. So we can put it on. The Fated Fates are hosting an auction to raise money for the tragedy of the colleges.
Of the summit, yes, and then...
not just the summit, apparently not just the summit!
Okay. Yeah.
Isa shows up right now, she's like, not just the summit.
I know it's not just the summit!
And that's genius. Then they can bring items, so we don't have to find any items. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then
We
they
can spend
sell
money
it.
on the venue and the food and whatever else.
Correct. And then if there's any left over, we just keep it. And then send the money off to help the people whose lives would...
Horribly, tragically ended by my creation. It's
No, I wasn't
fine,
going
I'm
to say
fine,
it. Yes,
it's fine.
yes.
But we can, I think it's the best option. It will be a little public, but this is a huge city. The burg is giant, so what's the likelihood that anyone, I don't think anyone really high up, but we'll get, like, local nobility.
Exactly, and we can
And
always
we can-
disappear if we need to.
And it'll entice slightly shady people to be there.
Correct.
Make more problems to solve them all at the end. So yes, people will know we're there, but we'll be solving the problem if they think we're bad or we're working with Vorano, then we can be like, no, we killed this guy.
Correct. So it's a bit of a gamble, but it seems like it might have a good payoff. We can at
High
least get
risk,
Vorano.
high reward.
There, I like the way you think. This is why we're friends.
Listen, I can't control what we do, and it sounds like you three have made a decision, and I don't agree with it because I think it's a little too high profile, but if it gets us Vorano, I guess, like you're saying, we can just deal with the new problems after that.
I think the new problems will be resolved with the Vorano problem being resolved. Because if they think that we have, like, too many ties to him, if he's gone, then it doesn't matter anymore.
I think if we kill him, that might actually make it a little worse for us with that organization.
Then he'll be dead, so...
Yes. And we won't have to worry about it anymore. I like this plan.
They're all drunk. Issa's like, the logic is a little off, but we have, all right, decision time, you've done it, I'll call Maud. Do you want to hold it at that place, or do you want to use Teeters, Shay?
I'm okay. I think Titus would be fine. I like Titus.
What the fuck is... Hey, we've been talking about this place, what the fuck is Titus?
I'll organize it. I'll give you the directions.
As long as, if it's like a place where people can be a little shady and a little bit classy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Is there an invite list that I could work on? I'm not gonna drink tonight, so I might go hand this invite list off to Codex to see if we can get some invites out.
We have the Darian gave us like a stack of invitations, so yeah, we have a stack of invitations that we could fill out. It's gonna be kind of a, like, tell people to bring things to auction off. Proceeds will go to the colleges, and that's actually, I want to do that. I think everybody.
Yeah, I think that's a great
wants
idea.
that to
Yeah,
actually be the case.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we should not steal the
I
proceeds.
know, but I'm not saying we're stealing the proceeds. Like, this isn't just a cover for what we're doing. I think we should actually be doing this also.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a
You're not talking
fundraiser.
about stealing the proceeds, right?
No, I'm not talking about stealing the proceeds. I was
That's
never
when
talking about
Codex
stealing the proceeds.
appears.
Yeah, Codex like sits down. She's like, "We're not stealing the proceeds,
Not
right?"
stealing the proceeds.
No.
And it, from the Fated Fates. Signed, sealed, delivered.
I'm
sent.
yours.
Excellent. I'm gonna go work on that location. You all have fun. She takes her pint and she goes to go to Teeters.
Oh, you're taking your pot. Hey, yeah, so someone outside of the Lost Man is like, no open carrying, please.
This is a crime den.
Yeah. The fuck you mean? Yeah.
Alright, then she shoots it, sets it on the bar, and goes,
No, you can't.
Big T, next time.
Huh? Oh, yeah. He like eats drug too. He's like, I'm not supposed to get drugged.
Oh, she high fives him for sure then. Yeah.
Misses.
Good one, always T. Shop as ever.
What? You walk out. Okay.
When Shay gets out of the door, she's like completely sober.
You're like, oh, yeah.
I don't know. I need time to think about the invite list. But if you guys have any ideas, I don't know.
I have some ideas. I've delivered party invitations before. She'll probably just start rambling about like, okay, so if you want this person to show up, you have to invite these 3 other people and their brother. And I've heard that like it's like all just like hearsay, like. And she's. Do you guys think if we invited Kleptar and Nova, they'd show up?
I mean, they were at the graduation.
Me? Vic? Yes.
I hope so.
I think we should invite them.
I mean,
I
they
think it's a
were
great
there.
idea.
They kind of owe it to us to show up to this.
I mean, from what I've heard.
They might kill us.
Are we the drama? Are we the bad
Is it me?
guys?
I mean,
Yeah.
we're some bad guys.
But we're trying to fix things.
Yeah.
They don't.
We
know.
can prove it to them and then they'll knight us or something. Is that how that works? Are they knights? I don't know.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Your turns.
Do you think Shay would want to invite any of the Needles people?
The Needles? Did I know that? I don't know who that is.
Does Issa at least
Oh!
know who the Needles are? Like, she might not have known Shay was a part of Needles, but like, is she familiar with Needles?
I mean, I think we're...
Would Issa know the Needles?
I think
no.
they're pocket
No,
people.
They're
Yeah.
pocket people, yeah.
That's what I
Pocket
figured, yeah.
people?
Huh?
Yeah, I
They're
think,
more secretive.
I think Codex was the only person that overheard Shay talk about it because she was sitting right next to her and
Yeah.
Shay was just talking about it. And I think when I told Sham, I was casting message, so no one else has heard that before. But yeah, so none of you, I guess, know.
I don't know.
And Shay's not here,
Is that a
so.
sewing group or something?
Oh, she's in a
No,
sewing
it's
circle.
the weird.
I always knew she was into knitting.
I don't think they're assassins, but they do stuff in the night.
She's a woman of the night. I should have known.
Did you see the...
No, not like that. I think they do like, well, you know how Shay is. Like, they can steal stuff and do information stuff. And she was telling me about it when we were keeping watch before she got bit by that snake.
Oh, is that why she passed out?
I think so. She walked off. I think she had to pee, and maybe she was just not careful and got bit by a snake or something.
That sounds about right. But I don't think we should have thieves and assassins here because that'll cause.
That might cause a
unnecessary
different
issues.
issue.
Okay.
Because if they take the things we're trying to auction, yeah.
One problem at a time.
Does anybody have opinions about us inviting Balthazar?
I think
don't-
it doesn't no. That's like a
Yeah.
hard no. On the Balthazar
Yeah,
situation.
let's bring the guy's boss that we're trying to kill.
Yes, maybe hold off on that. For now.
For now.
Okay.
Keep it less important.
What is the title of this? Random person comes up, probably like a little goblin. What's the title of this party that you guys are doing?
I'm putting my own invite list together.
I do enjoy the Faded Fates mystery auction.
Is anybody that has not already said so potentially sending any invites that are secret? like
A secret invite.
There's gotta be. I
Like-
mean...
okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
If anybody wants to slip a secret invite, even though I think Codex is the one that's going to the post office, but she can't read.
So. What is that? I don't have any secret ones.
No, you message me separately. We're not going to go through like who has a secret one.
Yeah,
tell
tell
your
me.
I
secrets.
mean, yeah,
No.
but
Message me if you have a secret one. All right. So you have your list, and it's going to be called the what?
Faded Fates mystery auction. That's all we
Right.
got. If anyone has a better idea, speak now, because I like.
The Hands of Fate mystery auction. There you go. Print it. Send it.
Vorano doesn't come because he doesn't realize it's us.
Yeah, he's like, what?
He's like, I don't need to go to an auction.
Carrots is also erasing stuff. I like that. I think that's moveless.
Darian probably like wanders down. Would Darian wander down with one at a point?
Probably, I guess.
Darian probably wanders down with one and is like catching some of this conversation. And how exactly are you getting it to Vorano?
We'll play Whisper down the alley. Whatever.
He'll find out.
Yeah, we could put an ad in the paper.
An ad in the paper!
Right. There is also a way that you could do very similar to what he was doing to Terrence and mark one that is a hidden mark only he will see. You know what I mean?
Does anyone know how to do that? Because, do you?
Yes, Terrence, I am the one who knows how to do that.
Right.
So, what I'm saying is, I could put something on if you know how to get it to his hands. Unless you just want to walk up to his warehouse.
I'll pass.
Great idea, won't do it.
Love that. No.
I know where it is. I can give someone directions. It will not be me. Or should it be me?
I mean, if I'm wearing my official uniform, it's technically a crime to hurt me while I'm wearing it and delivering stuff.
It's really above crime.
Your pink hair is really
the law.
I don't know.
But like, I think if postal workers get injured, I think the Naramont Society would get involved, right? Right?
Yeah, but isn't Balthazar tied to the Naramont Society? I don't think.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Never mind. I forgot.
I mean, I'm happy to go if that's the route we want to do it, but
I feel like you could just like give it. What if? Yeah, just have her like poof. Yeah, just poof in there and poof out.
Poop in there.
Poop in, poop out.
Poof out. Let's just have her deliver that one.
Take that one off.
She's liked down here, so
everybody knows Shay.
Yeah.
Oh, Shay.
Is there anything specific RP you want to do with Kalea at Teeters?
I would like to get some of the information that she gathered.
Okay. So yeah, you eventually kind of go in there, same process, walking through that like long hall, and then someone just kind of lets you in because they've seen it before. Yeah, and she's sitting there kind of just waiting, probably like just like tracing her finger around like a wine glass or something.
Perfect.
Oh, you finally showed up.
Yes, so there was something else I had to take care of first. Nothing too exciting, honestly. Bit of a drinking competition. Who would have liked it? I'm sure.
Would I?
No.
So what do you have for me?
Not much, honestly. So I'm curious as to what you might do with this information I provide you before I provide you with any of it.
Vague, but color me intrigued. Oh, do you want me to say something back for that?
Yes, I do. What would you like to do? It might conflict with something that I need to do, so I would like to know your purpose before I get into mine.
Oh, but Shay, when you say something like that, that makes me curious of what you're going to do, so that I need to know if what I might want to do with it conflicts with what you're doing.
I asked you first.
That is fair. I mean, it's hard to say what I'll do with information I don't have yet, but usually it's more for ascertaining and keeping up with information known. I'll throw it to you in a way that doesn't have you give me the information without you wanting to give it yet, and that still answers your question that I can maybe help with. Mm-hmm. What do you think I possibly could do? Like, what are routes do you not want me to take with them?
Well, you don't seem, as I've known, to be a particularly violent person anymore, at least. So I don't think you'll try to end it, but if there's someone that I take out of the picture that you want information on, will that muck up your plans?
Oh, like you want to take out Vorano.
So you do know his name?
Well, it travels fast, especially when he comes in to collect coins you drop off.
I was wondering when he would show up.
Very
Faster
early.
than I was expecting.
Very early upon opening.
Fascinating.
And 3 people have gone missing.
Shocking.
From here, at least. Higher up people, too.
Were they?
One was a noble's son.
Interesting. Never would have guessed.
But is your plan to then kill him?
Undetermined as of yet. For me, I would just sort of like to take him out of the picture. He's been a bit of a burr in my ass.
There's more ways of doing that than killing someone. Not that I'm trying to reprimand or tell you that there's different ways to violence, because you are right. I still do have violent tendencies when it's necessary, but I usually like to use my words in diplomacy.
Correct, it's never quite been a strong suit of mine. I like to end things quickly. Unless they're interesting.
Exactly.
Well, would it muck up your plans if, hypothetically, Vorano weren't in the picture anymore?
Not necessarily. I mean, if the information you tell me is only things that are due with the past or things that are happening currently that will end with him, then those things are ended. Sure, it's knowledge gained, but do you think that Vorano is a person that needs to be alive to somehow change or help the situation I'm in my search for knowledge on this vampire person?
I don't believe so. I don't think he's nearly as important as he likes to think he is.
And I'm not a pocket person, so I have no idea what strings and connections he has down in any of those sites, so it doesn't make a difference to me. I was just curious.
Excellent. Well, for your information then, no, he doesn't have a lot. I don't think that him disappearing will honestly cause too much of a ruckus.
But that information, though.
Your turn.
I didn't get it. What is he doing? What has he been doing? How did he make the graduation thing happen?
He found someone that provided him with a recipe.
Her, immediately, it's like her ears peek up and her eyebrows raise. Like, immediately. When you say recipe, she's like, recipe? Like,
don't say. And that recipe led to an elixir that can cause bodies to get stronger and larger for at least a short time.
why not just use magic?
Honestly, I was curious at the same thing too, but it may be faster, it may be more efficient, there's no studying involved, so in many ways it cuts a lot of corners to an intended result. And it can be spread among people who are not as innately magically imbued as others.
Interesting. So it's more of a... like a strength potion, but not magic.
More or less, yes, and it seems to be... It has downsides as well, yes.
What is the recipe then?
No idea.
Does he have it on?
I doubt it. I mean, he does like to write things down a lot, but if it is somewhere, it's got to be quite well hidden because he's not really the sneakiest.
I was talking about Vorano.
Yes, me too.
Roll deception! I'm probably going to tell this, but that was a very good moment.
Oh, hell yeah, okay.
That's cock. That's cock.
First roll of session.
17.
22.
That is cock.
That's a cock.
I mean, she like, so the thing is with deception rolls and such, like, she doesn't believe you, but she can't say, like, I know you're lying. Like, her eyes just kind of, like, narrow for a second, and she smiles. Well, if Vorano were to die, and he does potentially have scribbled writing, you know, stoic blue man I've seen before, that would potentially go into a yet new quest I've made for myself of finding out this recipe.
Oh, excellent. He does have some assistants that I'm sure have some scribbles of it.
Assistants.
Yeah, at least one that I know of. I'm sure there has to be multiple. I feel like that one disappeared at some point.
Who was it?
You may or may not know that Visrai was his assistant. I think he probably knows better than anyone.
As I say, if he's still alive, last I heard, that was the, if I'm assuming correctly, the captured one at the gala.
Correct.
In the night.
Then I'm sure someone extracted the information from him beforehand. We know how persuasive that grew may be.
Well, then I would say, as a friend, I would say it would be a shame for the horse to be put to rest before I can find out all the information I want from it.
Good thing you're quick, then.
Why? What is your plan? What are you up to?
I don't know. I was just saying you should get there before... Are you talking about Visrai or Vorano?
Vorano.
Oh. You don't need to worry about him. Unless you want to join us.
For what?
Do you like a good party?
I've been known to holds up her very little wine that's still probably full. You know she's been sitting here for a long time. Like, I'd like to partake, I guess.
Well, then you should come. Throwing a little shindig here in about a week's time.
Taters.
Mm-hmm.
Shay, I do know you have come upon money here or there, but I think you usually like to spend it on your friends. And she kind of gestures to your weapon belt. Like,
Yes.
So I've never heard you the type that would ever buy out a place like this.
Unfortunately, it's not my money, but that's all right.
What does that not do?
Exactly.
Sure, why not? Color me intrigued. If I can have a moment of Vorano's time before you ice him.
Sure. You can come as my guest, so I make sure that it's only a moment.
I wish you luck in asking the owner to take it over, but depending on how much you're giving, I'm sure they'll take a down payment of any type.
Thank you, yes. I'm sure we can provide whatever they ask for.
When is this party going to be?
Probably in exactly a week.
Alright, well then I'll have to find something nice to wear instead of these overalls and clanging bags.
You can always put something on over.
A jacket, maybe.
There you go.
A fur coat.
I'll make sure to send you an official invitation soon, too.
Well, I'm going to leave it for the night and see if I can put any more points together on a board.
Sounds good.
I'll
See you in a week.
I'll see you in a week, Shay Erebus. She kind of stands up and walks away.
Okay, I'm going to the bartender. Can you tell me where the owner is? I have a proposal.
Sure. We don't have to repeat this. Basically, if you put down 1,000 gold, they're like, yeah, woo!
I want this place in a week.
How much do you promise?
For the full rental?
Yeah, I would say the least amount would have to be 7,000.
All right.
Including the 1,000?
Open bar would be 8.
Good luck, you guys. I can't afford that.
I'm gonna say
We're not paying that.
8,500 for full buyout, open bar, food, and making sure that anyone that's not on the guest list stays out of the guest list. So, like, still having their security there.
Okay. Do you tell them how high profile that is? They will they'll say 500, make it a full 9, and then we can also hire a full multitude.
No.
I'd rather not. We'll keep it at 85.
The government people might like that better.
Do you have a multitude you trust?
I don't know whatever you mean. The Titas is a high establishment.
Of course, yes. Do.
I trust all of the Vol multitude, especially the ones I hire frequently.
Excellent. Then absolutely bring the Vol multitude on board. I would feel so much more comfortable having them there.
Well, Miss Erebos, your donation and your charitable event is very welcome here at Titas. So, do you return to...
No, I absolutely go back in there. So what I miss?
We have a job for you, actually.
Oh, excellent. I love doing things.
We have a mocked invitation that we need to get to Vorano, and you're the one who could get there probably the sneakiest. So
correct, yes.
it doesn't have to be today or tonight, but we figured we've seen you blip around.
Do we want me to hand it to someone or just sort of slip it under his door?
Put it in a little basket and put a little bit of a bedding in it and a bedding.
Record a baby.
Yeah, record a baby crying. Yeah. And it's a letter.
You should put it under his pillow like the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it in his mouth like the dentist.
Wait, so just like,
What's a dentist?
Hey, what?
Hey, watch, have you been to the dentist?
What is your dentist putting in your mouth?
That was an Andrew joke. No.
Nope, it's in here.
You got dental?
You get
that's
dental?
what it is?
Yeah,
What kind of criminal syndicate is this? I love it. Yeah.
All right. So, do we just want to fast forward?
Yeah, we all get our clothes from the gala dry cleaned.
Yes.
I think we should roleplay the whole week.
Yeah, day by day.
Just every day, every hour.
I will say, Codex does take Wash along with her if he goes with her. She's like, I need you to come with me to deliver all of these invitations. With like a very pointed look.
Okay.
Do you guys role play? What you?
No, because she can't read them.
Oh right.
Oh,
Oh, but yes, I mean, if you want to roleplay any of it, we can. It's like probably a couple days after, so she's not. I mean, she's still unhinged, but she's not drunk anymore.
It should probably be a week from when you guys send the letters out.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's the next day. She's hungover, but like
You're
she's
like,
we
I
gotta
was
go."
drinking for 4 days, and
Yes.
now I
Now
am
I'm
ready.
sobered up. Hey, you know what? With everything that was dropped on her, I'd get it. But no, she just wakes up the next morning extremely hungover, and just is like, "Fuck," and then goes to find Wash and is like, "You need to come with me to deliver all of this mail."
why?
Codex like holds the mail in front of you.
She blinks at you a few times, and then it's just like, because I need your help.
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot for a bit. It's a long night.
Yeah, no, I can't remember most of it, but it's fine.
Cutscene of them dancing on the bar.
Codex just dancing by herself, just completely in it.
Dancing away on Robin plays.
And she just like hands you the stack of mail and she's like, just tell me the name and can you run? Are you running? We shouldn't run. And we'll just drop whatever we can't walk to off at Phoebe and she'll handle it, probably.
Alright, sounds good. You okay, by the way?
Oh, me? No, but it's fine. It's all good. One and I are best friends now, so...
What?
Excuse me? I thought one was my best friend.
No, not that.
What was my best friend?
You jealous?
Yeah, what,
Are you alright?
Why are you saying it like that? I thought you were her best friend. Like, she has friends, right?
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that?
No reason. So you good? You good with that?
I got a nat 1.
No!
What does this mean?
Fuck, those dice hate you!
The nat 1 is what I rolled for my intelligence save to see what I told 1. So, she kind of like bounces between her feet, stops walking, and then it's just like, on like a scale of 1 to 10, how when one assesses like bad stuff that's happening, how accurate is she at overall badness levels?
You're gonna have to say that again.
Okay, so to put this into perspective, if you got stabbed, right, and you were like, 1, how bad is it? And she told you, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's a 10, you would be like, oh, I'm dying, right? Like, she's pretty accurate when it comes to, like, bad things happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably did the worst thing a while ago. And it's up to you. She said I shouldn't tell everyone because it's bad and we should deal with other problems first.
Problem number 5.
Yeah.
Problem number 5 has to be dealt with. Problem number 5 is one of the ones that I wasn't supposed to talk about, but we have other problems. Do you want to know about problem number 5?
Will it affect us?
Absolutely. She casts message. And you hear her annoying little voice in your head, and she's like, okay, so basically last night I told one, I might have had a small mental breakdown, and I told one that like 2 years ago I had stolen the Darker Diamond for some people, and the Onyx Obscurity, and they might be after me. And then she got really weird. Did you know she has a green demon that's taking memories from her or whatever, and then puts them back in sometimes?
Can't say I did.
Oh my god!
I can't wait for
You're
this
such
part.
a fucking snitch.
I can't wait for this part, the fundraiser where Codex will pull the rest of you aside and be like, okay, so
I roll a bunch of intelligence checks and they're all nat ones, and I'm like, I literally cannot.
Issa's just like, I already know about this, our brother told me. Anyway, let's get in there.
Thinking back, I don't know if I should have told you this, but you were her best friend before me, so I thought.
Wash shakes his head in disbelief.
Wash is like, I can't believe I'm not her best friend anymore.
That's what you're taking away from this whole
This
conversation.
is devastating.
Do I know what the dark root diamond is?
Sure don't.
Alright,
You ever been to the museum in the third?
no.
Sure don't.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so for now, let's just ignore the fact, like, the stuff about 1, because that's, like, a whole thing that is fine, apparently. So we don't have to worry about that at all. The bad thing is that apparently I stole maybe the most powerful thing. I'm just leaving it at thing. And maybe I did that, and then now the Onyx Obscurity has it, and it's fine. And bad things could happen. 1 said I might have altered time. Codex is very, like, when she is talking, even if she's a message, like, she is very, like, she's so readable. And I do play her that way, but she is so not good at hiding things. So, like, you're, like, even though she's talking in your head, you're, like, watching the journey of emotions, like, sweep over her. And, like, yeah, she talks a lot with her hands, even in your head, and, like, her ears kind of twitch a lot when she's, like, trying to fathom what she should say. But yeah, she's just, like, one said I might have changed, like, time, or, like, the direction of reality, or something like that. So, like, it's not an action item right now, so I think problem number 5, we can just sweep to the side and just know that the Onyx Obscurity might come after us all and kill us. I don't know.
Wash lights a cigarette.
Wash now starts chain smoking.
Pulls out whiskey flask.
You have 4 cigarettes in your lips.
Like a harmonica.
So yeah, I'm not fine.
It's great that the government might be coming after us now. Yeah, let's focus on killing this guy that up front doesn't like us and deal with maybe new identities or collapsing a government later.
What? We can't do that. What?
See, my money's on the new identities. That's much easier.
Yeah, I think that's the better idea. I didn't want to tell you because this was just supposed to be a normal. Okay, let's just deliver mail. And
I
pretend
imagine
that
you
this didn't
guys, you're
happen.
just going house to house having this conversation. You're like, I think we should deal with, before we overthrow the government, we should probably
This is all in message. This is all in message. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more that, like, people are watching Codex just, like, it's like she's supposed to be talking, and she's, like, talking with her hands, like, doing all this stuff, and then Wash is just like...
Smoking and looking very confused and somewhat worried.
Furrowed brow, very concerned look.
But yeah, like, out loud, she's probably just like, let's just deliver the mail and pretend that we didn't have this conversation, and also don't tell 1 that I told you about anything, and maybe we don't address problem 5 for now.
Number 5.
Problem number 5.
Alright.
Problem number 5.
Also, you mind if we take a detour? I gotta pick up some books.
What?
Everyone
no
going.
playing needed, but
Yeah, she like looks at you for like a second. She's like, okay.
It's like it's
Alright, cool.
baby's first ABCs.
Aww.
no, it is.
Oh really?
Oh, they teach kids with ADHD.
When are they gonna start saying?
We can detour and stuff. That's fine.
With you guys sending letters and you giving Phoebe the rest, are you inviting Phoebe?
I think we should.
We're probably there, and like Codex is like, hey, so we're throwing a thing, and a lot of scary people are gonna be there. But also it could be really fun, and it's at She like looks over at Wash. Teeters.
Yeah, Teeters.
It's at Teeters.
Titties?
Toddies. It's at Teeters, and we could invite you, but I don't know if you want to go, because, you know.
Maybe.
Okay. Just like a heads up, some of the people on the invite list are people that you probably don't want to be around.
Okay.
And she,
Look of concern.
Yeah, she like slides the stack of letters that we haven't walked around, and like gives her the stack of letters.
I will sure think about it.
Yeah. Also, there are some that Yeah, no, just think about it and, like, look at the list. You can look at them. I mean, you have to anyway to do it. But, just, like, think about it, you know? And then she's gonna cast a message and be like, also, I left the one's not filled out yet. Can you just, like, shoot an invite off to Balthazar for me?
No!
Oh my god. Codex is a little chaos monster.
Oh my god, no!
I didn't think wild magic bled into your personality.
Seriously.
Oh
I'm so sorry. She is the living embodiment of wild magic.
Weren't you there when we had the conversation that said we shouldn't invite Balthazar because he's gonna defend the person that's
Don't worry about it. Yeah, if you could just write that one down. He might not come because it's pretty, you know, not important.
Can you roll an insight check? Let's see if she keeps her composure about this.
I got a nat 20. It's 22.
Whoa! The one best, like, roll.
One roll.
I thought you were gonna whisper into the fucking TV. I was so unprepared. The magic of technology. Illusion.
It's all an illusion.
Alright,
Something
yeah.
happens.
Okay, after, like, squinting at her for a second, out loud, Codex is just gonna be like, Phoebe, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Just a little concerning that you want to send this. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
It's all fun.
This is a weird conversation.
Sure is.
Yeah, we should, we have some more stuff to deliver, so we should go. But thanks for getting those out for us, Phoebe. I really appreciate it.
Might see you at the fundraiser.
Yeah, if you show up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bye! Like, as we're outside, like, Codex, like, grabs Wash and, like, starts to run. To, like, immediately stitches. She, like, pulls Wash to, like, an alley or something, and she's like, okay, so...
Pins him up against a wall.
That might not be Phoebe. That's weird, right?
What?
I, like, when I was looking at her, I messaged her, don't worry about it, it was just, like, some work stuff, and then, she got a weird look, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if, like, she's feeling sick or whatever, so I, like, you know, when you look closer at someone, and you, like, just kind of see, and anyway, I think she's being affected by some kind of magic that makes her look different, or something is happening around her, because she got blurry.
What?
I don't know, Wash. I'm not a wizard. I don't know. These things just keep happening.
What the fuck magic does that?
Blur? I just learned that spell.
Oh, okay. What does that do?
It makes me blurry. But I don't think this was that, because that's like a thing that, you're like, ooh, you can't hit me. This seemed like something that, like, I don't know, her, like, eyes changed a little bit, and then, like, I looked harder, and, like, her whole situation changed a little bit, but just, like, blurry, not like, different person entirely. Maybe, like, a disguise spell or something.
Should we look into that more, or pretend it didn't happen?
I think we chalk this up to problem number 6, and if she shows up, then we address problem number 6.
Oh god, we got a lot of problems.
I know, that's what I said last night! But keep it in mind, and maybe we don't tell Phoebe anything super weird. But she might show up. Who knows?
Okay, well, I trust you have a reason for what you're doing.
Oh, don't say that. Yeah.
Please give me some confidence in you.
I haven't told anyone your name.
Well, thanks, but,
That's what you told me not to do.
I guess, but there's some
I've
other...
also been.
Very honest with you. Maybe a little too honest.
Yeah, there's a lot more I have to unload now. Damn, why can't I just have a normal day?
Keep smoking.
Normal day! Yes! Actually, normal day. Let's just do that. Ignore everything. Ignore what I just said. Don't worry about it. Let's just have a normal day.
I had a thing that I wanted to do.
What is it?
I want to talk to one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Hey! No.
Just appears in a way.
It's probably like in an evening at some point during the week. Like, you're probably in your room and I come to your room and I knock on your door.
I'm not ready.
Hello?
Yes.
I'll wait. I guess.
Oh. The armor comes on, she opens the door. What?
What the fuck was that?
Next question.
Can I come in for a second?
Fine.
He's holding like a notebook, and so I know you like make things. I don't know the full extent of it, but I can recognize a fellow scientist, creator, something along those lines, right? With the serums, when I get big, I can't really recognize what I'm doing. It's like I'm really, like when I come back from it, it's like I'm really, really drunk. And I don't really remember what exactly happens or how I'm feeling or how I'm acting. But I kind of understand the general vicinity of it. I was wondering if you would help me document it.
Yes, I can do that for you. Is that all?
Yeah, idiot. I'll do it.
Yeah, duh.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. But the whole, like, and kind of explain it to you. Like, do you have any? I mean, it's I took.
What is?
What?
I was going to say, what is the nature of what you're looking for?
Well, I know that the last time we fought, I had taken 4 in one day, which I've never taken that many. Obviously, this is all very new. I've never really taken these myself until I met all of you. So, since this is something I've created, I really just want to document how it makes me react. And since I can't really remember, I need somebody from the outside to be able to observe it and tell me what's going on, so I can fix it or adjust it if need be.
Yes, I can do that for you.
Thanks. Yeah, do you have any questions about it? No one ever talks to me about it.
Talks to me.
Are we allowed? I thought this was something we couldn't ask about.
I never said that.
How did you get here?
Well, that's very vague.
One person lives in another.
I mean, what is your process? Like, how did you end up making body-altering chemical, magical substances?
It's just something I've been doing for kind of forever. I mean, I started it when I was in I was in my teens, I guess, and I've just been working on it ever since. It's not magic, but it is. It's hard to explain to people who expect magic to be the base of everything. Like, there is magic in everything, I guess, if you believe that shtick. But
You can believe that, hullabaloo.
but
If you're a flat earther.
you're a flat earther. But there's an innate magic in everything. Everything at its base, from like plants to this fucking building. Everything has some sort of innate magic because everything can be used to cast magic. Every like components and stuff like that. But I wanted to take inherently non-magical things and alter the physical body without using any of that like gifted magic or anything that's given by like God studying innate magical ability from whatever bloodline you come from, anything like that. This is all kind of harvesting that innate magic and using it to alter the reality that is a physical being. So it's basically like alchemy, but not focused on the magic part of it. The combination of things to create an outcome.
Like making a poison without infusing it.
Yeah. Poisons can be natural, poisons can be anything, but they don't have to necessarily, like, nightshade grows and it's poisonous. That's just how it is. I mean, since it affects my physical body in a way that, like, it could potentially kill me. I've seen so many people get killed from this stuff. But I want to at least know what it does before it does kill me. If that makes sense. And maybe use it for something that isn't killing people.
I'll be your eyes.
Thanks. And I know you work with stuff too. I mean, I know my stuff is different, but color me interested, I guess. Whatever he is, and I point to V2 over.
That's people aren't usually interested in my things either.
This is just two nerds losing their minds.
Yeah, we're supposed to create
my theories.
Yes.
No one's ever asked me about my theories.
Literally. I do like V2, but I mean, I wasn't just like, yeah, that's a normal dog. Like, I didn't.
V2 like.
I mean, he's a good boy, but
You
he's
are normal, baby. I love you.
You're normal to me, bro.
You're normal. You're the most normal thing to me, baby. That's so here, scientist to scientist.
Terrence's eyes like brighten. Like, I don't know, he doesn't like blush or anything. Like, it's not like that kind
My
of
new
compliment.
shit.
No, it's not like that kind of compliment, but he's just like excited to fucking hear those words.
I actually don't fully understand what V2 is either. I don't fully understand what my armor is either. I've just kind of learned how to use it. I'm trying to figure out as I go.
Do you want help?
What I am working... She kind of like pauses when you said that.
And Terrence has like a smile on his face, weirdly enough. He's like genuinely curious.
All the parties becoming a party family, you guys.
I'll show you what I'm working on, and then you can decide if you want to help me. I won't say no to help.
Okay.
And she kind of like goes and like shuffles through her things. And if this is like, you think I didn't have time to do this, Con? Like, you can say like, you didn't have time to do this, but I think this is where we've gotten. She pulls out, this is going to be really, it's like, she kind of like pauses for a second and be like, you can't say, please don't think I'm weird. This is weird. Let's not make it
too late,
weird.
A, but...
She pulls out the rat heart and lungs.
Oh, ew.
And has like a few like nodes and stuff sticking into them. Just to like kind of look at them, and she's like, I'm trying to figure out how they work so I can replicate them.
Instead of being weirded out, Terrence gets much closer and is actually very interested in whatever the fuck he's doing. When you say nodes, like, what do you mean?
They're like it's like metal trying to like start the heart back up. To get it to beat again. To see what mechanisms beat of the heart.
Are you trying to combine, like, tech with, organic matter?
I'm trying... She kind of like has that motion where she's like almost too excited. She's like, I'm trying to...
Yes.
I'm trying to create my own matter that works the exact same way.
Okay.
Because I can make a gear heart that beats on command. But what makes it beat without the command?
So you're trying to give it its own, not sentience necessarily, but like it's, I guess, yeah.
Immediately there's this puff of green smoke, and you see Chartreuse in front of you.
What the fuck? Yeah, Terrence probably like is like staring really intently at the heart, and then like looks up and sees her and like falls backwards.
She's trying to make her own type of life. And then you see her petting basically the top of one's hood, and she's doing very well.
No.
This is my benefactor.
Terrence kind of like gets up and like brushes his hands on his pants and he's like, hi, how's it?
Chartreuse, Terrence, Chartreuse.
Hello.
Hello. Your own type of life? Is that...
Like a construct, but not animated armor, not...
Its own sentience. Its own...
But something a bit more than our little V2 here. You see she like with her long nail, like kind of scratches V2 chin, V2's...
Aww.
Like a person made out of inorganic material.
It's not really my area of expertise, but I would love to hear more about it.
Obviously, since you've mispronounced the word.
Expertise. But I think we could help each other, in a way.
I think we could.
You're doing this together?
I'm watching.
Oh.
I gave her powers and she promised me this. Because the thing is, you do this for me, I have my own abilities to mass produce. I'm not a person that necessarily wants an army or anything. I just think new things are interesting. And better to be a new thing of many than a new thing of one.
Terrence does that. He goes like, anyway.
She then disappears in a puff of smoke.
Okay. Cool.
Nice to meet you.
I can respect your desire to create and not want it to be used for something terrible. Mine wasn't supposed to be for something bad, and I think that she seems fine. I mean, if you trust her to be your benefactor, that's probably good. But I also trusted Vorano to be my benefactor, so be careful.
I'll take that into heart.
So, he holds out his hand, like, partners?
Oh.
Sort of?
Partners.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Anything else anybody wants to do the week, or do you want to just skip right to the party so we can get in the goodies?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Is everybody wearing something fancy, or are you just wearing the exact same fancy thing you wore last time?
No jacket, probably just the button up and pants, maybe suspenders.
I'm gonna see if I can mix it up this.
Wearing the same thing she
Gym
always
shorts.
But she has one of her cloaks out that doesn't have the red raven patch on the front, so she's wearing that one. But she has the patch on the inside just in case someone needs to be like, she needs to flash it. I'm actually supposed to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Move out of the way.
Codex probably bothers one or Issa and is like, can you take me to Nordstrom?
Nordstrom. We walked into Nordstrom the other day.
Nordstrom Rack. I would like to go to Nordstrom Rack and get a simple slip dress, please.
Yeah. Issa will take Codex and buy her a dress.
Aww.
She just gets like a spaghetti strap, like silky slip dress.
Issa's like, you need a necklace. Hold on. Issa's like running around to try to find like a nice something to pair with it. Issa's literally wearing her cloak, and she will wear her gym shorts and the cloak to the thing. But she's like, Codex, you need a necklace.
You're buying all of this. You know that, right? Like, you don't need to spend more money. Okay. All right.
I was pretty certain that was the case. But do you like any of these? And she'll like just show some like not super expensive stuff, but just like Which necklace do you think you want?
I don't really have a preference. You could pick. Oh, I can wear my. I have my. She like lifts it. It's probably like on her clothing, and she goes and grabs it. And it's just her little half circlet, like silver half circlet, and she's like, I'll just wear this. We're good.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Goes with everything.
Con, how much money do you want me to take out of my...
If it's like a very nice dress, 50. If it's like a medium nice, 40. If it looks nice but is cheap, 30.
There we go.
No, it's medium nice. It's not looks nice cheap. She didn't get her a cheap dress.
Medium
but
well.
Alright, I took 40. I took 40.
Gotcha.
H&M.
How much do you try to persuade Shay, Darian to give you?
10,000.
Roll persuasion.
You get it. Yes. 22.
Just...
Nice.
Are you going to be using all of it?
Of course. It's definitely going to need some decoration in there. Along with food, everything. Expensive.
You got all that goofy shit on the walls.
I'll give you this. I'll give it to you all the way through, and you can accept whatever you don't use as payment. My last payment for all of you, and then we will be friends, and we will get things done together.
Oh, really? You're
Yes.
going to promise that, are you?
Yes, for now.
All right, then.
10,000.
Perfect.
So does that mean you're gonna come with us later?
No, but it is 10,000, so I will let you know that means whatever the price that she pays, that is what's left over. So however that's split, you know who split it.
It's 10,000. That's what they wanted.
Can I roll insight?
We're friends, so Terrence accepts this answer.
I mean, you can roll insight, but then Shay can roll
Against my
deception.
deception. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I only got a 10. I didn't roll well.
I have a mod 20 on my deception, so I feel like I'm pulling it off really well.
All right, so I'm going to say that you guys, again, will show up probably early because you're the ones that are in charge of this.
Shay's already there dressed and decorating.
When you guys show up, you'll probably be greeted by the owner of Teeters. The same guy you talked to. He kind of has that black, slick hair. He seems human. He might be human. He might be half elf, but probably human. Because there's like a little bit of like sharpness to his ears, but not like full sharp.
Maybe a quarter elf.
Yeah, something, right? He just says, "Now we have everything prepared, but I will say we would like the payment first."
Absolutely. Let's go back to your office. I don't want to actually have this out in the open.
Okay, the rest of you then stay out here. And in a second, I do have to ask you what you look like, but I'll get there in a second. You go to the back office. So 1,000, and then you promised an 8,000 more for the 9,000 total.
Absolutely. Here you go. She hands over a little bit.
Now, I do have a constituent question about the placations you've put in place, which was no one not on the list. However, if this is a fundraiser, especially to help the poor universities of this precinct, I do think we could let in others for a certain charge, as well as if they have something to donate, or money to donate. I do think because this obviously has gotten around word of mouth, people are pretty excited about this venture. Now, it would not be anything low. It wouldn't be 20 gold, of course. It would be something much larger. But I do believe if there was a type of covered charge, maybe to go in without an invitation to accept some people, I think that might be better for charity.
Yes, of course, for charity. Yes, you would not be getting these cover charges. I would ask that anyone that you would like to let in from this cover charge, you run past us first, and we get to say yay or nay. Since it is our event that we've rented out the space for.
Why is it going like... yeah. And what if the donation is a large sum?
Oh, and what donation is large enough to sway you?
I could give you half.
Wouldn't their donation be for the
Yeah, exactly.
group?
Oh,
There's a gratuity amount taken up, percentage. For us hard workers.
of course.
They wish to be anonymous.
Oh, so there's already a list, is there?
There's been a gathering of names. One of which I'll have you know is very renowned heroes from the very renowned heroes from very important historical events within the last century.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna fucking die.
Are you speaking of Kleptar and Nova?
They have not opted for anonymity, but they have asked for it to be a hush-hush event, of course.
Oh, knowing those two, they're definitely not hush-hush.
Do you know them?
Yes, I do. Well, cursory.
I would say roll deception, but I'm gonna fail. So roll deception. Oh, good job on that roll, Heather. That was a great deception roll, Heather. Good for you.
35 dice rolling sound.
I would love to imagine that Shay, in that moment when he's like talking about this, she's like, "My God, Codex really did mail something to Kleptar and Nova."
Yeah, it's just like, wow,
like to come
she
to our
was
party?
not kidding. I got 25 on deception, by the way.
I'll roll for fun. 6 plus 2, 8.
Now when you notice he has a wall like shrine to them.
Yeah, it's oh shit. There's a place here, and there's also a place somewhere else on the East Coast that's like they have the people come in. And they do like they either take a picture and put them on the wall, like famous people.
Yeah.
There's a place like that
yeah.
in the East Coast too, but there's a lot of places like
There's
that.
a few of that here,
You know
yeah.
those
If
places.
they come in and you get like a picture with them, they sign it, and you
Yeah,
put it on the
yeah,
wall.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a picture
Exactly,
of them, and they're like giving a thumbs up
He's
to
like,
the owner.
he's just like looking at probably like the hall that leads to his office. He's like,
Little spotlight on the picture.
yeah, there's like a little like cleaned up space with a light on it.
Oh, there's no picture there yet.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Glitter. There's a plaque though.
Yeah, the plaque is covered.
Well, those two.
Well, yeah, that was new. That was new.
I see. I was just trying to never seen him before.
You can't see that.
Well, those two are very much welcome. I'd love to see you again.
Wonderful.
But please do run any other.
You watch as on his like he like puts his hand through like a drawer in his desk and he pulls out what looks like this book with a pen on it to be signed.
That says autographs, really fancy. On
No, it says The Legend of Rokon.
Yes. Well, you'll know where to find me if anything else comes up. Yes. I can introduce you if you would like. Excellent. Well, once they come.
Excellent.
Yeah, great.
Great.
You're telling me this guy runs a business that has so many shady people in it, and he's like a fanboy for.
Oh yeah, as long as it doesn't. Well, it's because it is a wealthy thing, but it's more. It's they turn a blind eye. Mm-hmm. It's more that. It's not. Teeters isn't like a shady business. It's a very very high establishment that has like shady.
If you can afford it, you can get in, and we're not going to question who you are.
Yeah.
Correct. And Shay has good connections. So Shay's like, when Shay saw a player there, it's like that like, oh, no, there's shitty stuff that happens here, which also makes sense why Vorano could potentially go there and just be like, oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Just go, well, enjoy the party. Like, I shuts the door and shuts the door.
Starts to cry. Gentle weeping from the other side.
Gentle weeping. Yeah. All right, so yeah, you go back to your party and like, let them in.
Mm-hmm.
So how much did it cost?
10,000. I wasn't kidding. He's an expensive man.
You can roll the subject again if you want. Whoever runs right insight can roll insight.
Yeah, the reiteration made
The only one I would give it to would be maybe a natural 20, but also maybe not.
I got a 23.
Ooh.
I got a 6. You're my best friend.
Me too.
I also got a 23, so
Meets it.
Meets it. Yeah.
But that's up to you if you want to call it out now. You said, like, hey, I know you're lying, give me some, I'll say nothing.
No, she'll talk to Shay later.
Yeah, smart.
She's like, yeah, okay. She took some money, however, we're gonna get that in the donation pool for the families.
Aw, okay.
Aww. Paladin.
Fucking
Paladin.
Holy.
Alrighty. Yeah, so people start walking in. I'll probably announce when, like, nominal people come in. One, what are you wearing? How are you presenting yourself?
What are you wearing?
Who are you wearing?
Me.
Who am I wearing today? I was wondering if I could potentially try to persuade my way into getting one of the outfits of the workers there. and pretending to be a worker there.
How are you gonna do that?
I probably would try to like talk to the owner, and I would actually probably tell this to the group too, and say like, "Hey, I think that the best thing for me is just to be a fly on the wall here. I'm gonna try to talk to the owner and maybe just throw an extra few dollars and say, just pretend that I'm a worker here."
I just
What are dollars?
I love the idea. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but if you fucking keep the fucking suit of armor on and just like suit of armor on, tuxedo, like, tuxedo over armor.
Yes.
I would take the armor off, but I would be like in like the like so. Honestly, just for Terrence's sake, Terrence doesn't like be like, "Hello, people." Like it's just like I'm not like I'd like to like try to keep an air of anonymity, but not be like, "Hi, I'm a adventurer."
Yeah. So if you want to ask the owner, you do know someone who has it in with the owner. She has boobs out.
She always has boobs out.
Excuse me. She's always had boobs out.
Sun's
That's just
out.
it.
Shades out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I would go up to Shay and say, "What are the odds you can persuade the owner to give an extra set of an employee outfit to me?"
I think he'd be happy to have the free labor, but I'm sure he would like some sort of coin for the uniform.
That's what I'm thinking. Can you work your magic?
Easily.
So you go to the owner who's still in his office.
Mr. Owner of Tito's, I'm sorry, I don't think I ever caught your name.
What? Oh, he kind of turns back from his desk.
Counting the coins.
The name is Lopta.
Lopta? So Lop, I'm wondering if I might be able to borrow one of your employees' uniforms. I have someone interested in giving you some free labor.
Did one give you money?
No.
Damn it. Sure, yeah. You're gonna have me introduce me to heroes, so take a uniform, take them all, okay.
Excellent, thank you. I'll take 2 if that's all right, but we'll return them at the end of the evening.
Sure.
Excellent, thank
Yeah. Looking at his book. It's signed right here.
you. Circled hearts. But I bring them back to one, and I hand over one of them to one. I have a second one if anyone else is interested. Just as a secondary option, in case anyone wants to go undercover or something at a later point. It'll be here. But there you are, one.
Yeah, probably that. I'd probably like try to like tie my hair into like tuft the yellow in as much as possible, so it's just kind of the red hair showing primarily. And I'd probably try to like not be seen by any, like try not to be associated with y'all at all. Also, I'm gonna leave V2 between Codex and Wash and say like, if you want, could you keep watch of V2 for the night?
Yeah, sure. Is that before you change or after you change?
Before I change.
Do you wipe off any of your makeup when you change?
Oh no, I probably keep the makeup on though.
So you still have the black lip and the green eyeshadow?
Black lip, green eyeshadow.
Gotcha. Alright.
Love that you do your makeup to be covered by a robot most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
So then I will say Shay, Wash, and Codex, you see one come out. Terrence and Nisi, you're like, like they'll probably take quick note, you three, but you guys have never seen what one looks like, so.
Yeah, Terrence is probably more preoccupied with just looking around the room in general. So,
As soon as Shay sees one come out, she's gonna I'm gonna assume that one doesn't come near the group at all at that point, but she's gonna kind of sidle up and do the sort of talking to wall, looking at picture sort of thing. Be like, would you like us to sort of ignore you for the rest of the evening?
I think that would be preferred. I can reach out to you. Like, I kind of message you too, and I'm like, I can reach out to you if I need to.
Understood. I have your back, darling.
Alrighty. So, people start to gather into this party.
The party.
Yeah, all of the invitees show up, plus more.
Okay.
So let me just list them off for everybody. I'm gonna change the music.
Balthazar.
no!
Plus more!
The nominal people that have showed up that everybody knows. Lady Liadra, so Maud, but Maud in disguise shows up. Yolena Thearis shows up. I guess the next one, Balthazar shows up.
Fuck.
Why the frick?
So does Phoebe. Phoebe shows up.
Oh no.
When Balthazar walks in, Issa shoots a dagger at Codex.
A literal dagger.
She's like, how did he hear about
How
this?
did he hear about this?
He must have heard about it from, someone that works in the post office or maybe one of his friends.
Now, for the people who are nominal but you don't all know, Casimir shows up, Clea shows up,
Hell yeah.
Elise shows up. For you, Salvador and Elena show up. And then a couple of professors you know from Providence and Holy Sun show up. But then a lot of people show up.
Vorano actually doesn't come. We just have a party, and that's the end of the session. We're like, fuck. Oh well.
Damn it, we've tried our best here.
It does fill up eventually. Like you probably get a couple times. It's like these are these nobles from this precinct, and they love helping people. And you're just like, sure.
Sure.
Like
Excellent.
a lot of people like that. So it fills quick.
Perfect.
Like a lot of people that are just like this noble from here. Do you care about the and you're like, sure, whatever. They all kind of come in.
Do our favorite hero duo show up?
I'm gonna start with when they walk
Perfect.
in. Everybody else walks in beforehand pretty quickly. Like it flows in pretty quickly. I'm gonna say that you guys are probably by the auctioneer. The auctioneer is the owner himself. So that's the lop. There is a moment when they're getting ready. They're like people are waiting outside, so they all do kind of come in together, including Balthazar and Casimir. But I would say Balthazar is probably at the front. Casimir comes in behind. So you don't know if they like for Issa, you don't know if they've seen each other yet. Probably like 180 people in total, not including the people you invited, who just show up and pay their way in. So that's what we are working with right now. So feel free to walk around and do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go up to fucking the group and be like, why the fuck is he here?
Great question. How did he
Why
find
is
out?
Balthazar here?
He must have heard about it from someone. Word travels fast.
Okay, roll insight wash, roll depth deception.
Damn.
Do you say something?
No, just shake my head, a little disappointed.
Can I roll insight on that interaction?
Well, you can roll insight still on Codex. Codex, what'd you roll for deception?
I got a 16.
Oh, that's
I got a
good,
19.
Okay, Terrence, you know she's lying.
Oh, that's not good. I only got an 8 on insight, so I'm like,
Shay, you don't care, you love drama.
that's true. I'm not good.
me rolling a D12 for that. I'm like, no. I got an 18, so I also
18, that succeeds.
19.
So you know, yep, that succeeds. And then one you're not there, I guess.
One's
We're not there.
One's washing all the different bears. You're like, why does he have a picture with a bugbear? I thought, like, I know bugbears aren't all bad, but like, what? Who is he? Was he part of a gang? Like,
Terrence kind of folds his hands like over Codex.
Terrence?
Why is Balthazar here?
Like I said, he might have heard it from like a bunch of people. A week is a long time for information to get around.
Let me rephrase the question. Why did Wash look at you like that when you said that originally? Because it looks like Wash was a little disappointed at you. And based on the relationship that I feel like you two have, that can only mean that you're hiding something from us.
When isn't Wash disappointed in me a little bit?
Okay, I think we should all go mingle with some people that we invited. Codex, Balthazar does like you.
Isabella! Like you hear from this woman like across the room with like long red hair.
Hi, Mom.
You invited your mom?
And my dad, actually.
I'm sorry, everybody's mad that Balthazar's here. You invited your parents to an event where we might...
Isabella, please, your father has to tell you something.
That'll be fine. Yeah, what did you bring, Mom?
Yeah, come here. And she kind of like takes you away really quickly. She's like, oh, you are in college as well? And it kind of like takes him away.
I am. That hurts.
Yeah, they're my college friends. That's all you hear.
She immediately looks over at Terrence and she's like, you can't be mad at me for inviting Balthazar. She invited her family.
Those are so incomparable.
Balthazar, my family. You don't know which one's worse.
We don't know anything about her family. They could be
You don't
evil.
fucking know.
But we're gonna be. There's the person below him. This is not a good idea. Okay.
Lady
it's fine.
Leandra like kind of walks up. Why is Balthazar here?
I point at Codex.
Weird.
Word just gets around when you give it a week to brew, you know?
You are very lucky that I have told Sham nothing of this plan, other than I am assisting you in insightful coming up of the Vorano situation, so let's just make sure this is not an explosion tonight, okay?
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking for insight, why wouldn't we want all the people here that we want to look into?
Well, because you
Terrence drinks.
Spirits up, spirits up.
Happy faces everywhere.
Drinking. It's great.
I guess I'm going to figure out what the fuck is going on. I've not seen any Vorano's men or Vorano yet, but
Likewise.
I will be keeping an eye out, as I'm sure you all are as well. If you need me, just let me know. I'll be mingling. Lady Leandra, I remember you from the... It's like sometimes you see her mod-isms come out, she's like, hi! Like...
Shay definitely gives a nod to Clea as she passes by her at one point, but wants to go just hang out with Yolanda for a second. She hasn't seen her since that time.
Yeah, Yolanda probably comes up to you and is like, Shay! And gives you like this huge hug.
Yes.
How have you been?
Bit busy. How about you?
Well,
I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, after everything, it's horrible, but everything's fine now. We're okay. Are you coming back to? I mean, I know obviously you have your time away from study.
Yes.
But are you coming back?
I want to eventually. I'm actually a little surprised you're still around here.
I have my students and my work, so especially with tenure now, it's hard to leave with a gig like that, you know.
True enough.
I didn't know if this was a good thing to bring or not, but she kind of pulls out she has this like large kind of like satchel that she kind of like pulls out. And it's like this old book she has. It's one of my copies of the book, the book from. I'm not exactly sure. It's some type of original script of when Elvish was made into a written language. So I thought that could be a good one.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
I of course have other versions of it. So I didn't want to sell out of it, but I'm sure a high bidder could maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do I just put it out there in the courtyard?
Yes, the little man Lop will be able to take it from you. He'll be setting the prices.
Oh, he doesn't look very pleasant.
He's a bit odd, but
Why is he shaking like that?
he's very excited. You'll see soon why.
Well, I hope to drink and be merry and do this for a good cause. And she kind of like nods and like walks over and kisses him. Your mom kind of brings you up to your dad, and your dad's like, Isabella, how are you?
Daddy.
I'm pretty good. I'm making friends at college, and I really have enjoyed my time in the 8th. Or the 3rd. Sorry. Redact that mistake. No one can know I make mistakes.
For anybody who saw them grab Issa, they both are wearing... They're both wearing very, people are wearing... This is a black, not necessarily black tie, but, black tie event. Mm-hmm. So they're wearing very fancy garb, but both seem very like they're wearing holy garb, theocratic garb. Anyway, your father kind of like... I've gotten so many updates from your professors. You're surpassing anything we thought you would.
Yeah, I really enjoy my time at Holy Sun. The professors are fantastic. I think some of them are actually here because they have knowledge and they have artifacts to donate. So, and obviously with the massacres, they wanted to support. So.
Yes, I saw Professor Krell. I was going to talk to him a bit about the studies he said you were going into. I didn't realize you were trying to triple major in all 3.
Yeah.
Yo, when you lie, you go hard, huh?
Dad, I've always been an overachiever. I don't know why you're surprised.
Your mother and I
kind of silly.
We're just so pleased. We didn't know that when you said you were going to be. Of course, with Benona, it's perfect to be a paladin of Benona. But we thought, with your mother and I being who we are, we thought maybe it would be. Quidona as a Horus, but all 3, the entire Trinity. That's we're over the sun, moon, and back again.
I think it really just brings the whole family together with the Trinity. I don't know. It would have been wrong for me to choose another.
We have something for you, sweetheart. We just wanted to give it to you.
Oh, perfect.
We have things to donate as well of this cause and.
I know you have things to donate, so I was hoping that you.
They didn't know. Do they know about Guy or no?
They probably knew that I had a partner, but they didn't, like, they've never met him.
Okay. But would they think he's from Holy Sun?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, so we got you this, and they kind of present to you what looks like this, basically like this, like gold one side, blue one side, and like this, like more like celestial white yellow, like white, like white with like a hint of gold in it, triangle pin, and this will give you protection for when you, of course, eventually either come back to give it to others, or some of your professors say you might try to be a holy knight for a bit for the king.
Yes, yes, I have actually taken up learning. Yep, I have been training with my great axe, so I know I'll never be as adept as you, Dad, but I will try, and maybe one day I could be a holy knight for the king. It's a little silly to aspire, but...
No, my darling. My darling, with the work you do in your intelligent mind, brain, and heart, you can do anything.
Oh, thank you. And she'll let, her mom put the pin on her.
And she probably,
cloak.
puts it right on your, right on your cloak. It says, "You're going to change the world, Isabella. It is going to be completely changed."
Mom, I'm gonna try.
Well, we don't want to keep you. We know you have your friends here, and I'm sure your boyfriend will be attending.
Yes.
So your father and I will mingle. We will maybe put in some money for the auction of our own, of course. We thought it's best. We think, we're so blessed that nothing happened to our baby or anyone she knew.
Yeah, I do. I feel blessed every day that every day that didn't happen. Before you go, I just I heard there's someone here that apparently doesn't want the best for people on this continent, and I just wanted to know if you knew him, because he seems like kind of a shady character, and I overheard someone talking about it, so I kind of want to steer clear if that's the case. But and she's like kind of gesturing towards Balthazar. She's like, "Do you know him?"
They both kind of look, and they no, I don't think so. I mean, you know us, we don't like to go to a lot of lavish, overwhelmingly capitalistic parties, and this is not, of course, it's a fundraiser, so that's why we're here.
Yeah, this is more of a fundraiser. But I have heard some shady people are gonna be here, so I don't know. Just keep your eyes out, and yeah, just be safe. But Dad, I know you still practice all the time, so.
Yes, I practice, and if it's something that concerns you, I can always make sure whatever functions that the pontiff puts on, that she avoid any dark and shadowed people.
Yes, please send my best to her.
Yes. Well, you enjoy that, and please come back when your boyfriend arrives. We'd love to meet him.
I will.
And she's like, "Oh, he might be here now," and she's gonna walk towards Casimir.
Oh, interesting choice.
Terrence gets upset.
Kind of hoping, but it's fine.
Same.
And they kind of they both give you a kiss on the forehead, and then they probably walk off.
Terrence is gonna hang out at the upper part and just look over the banister and just wait for my inevitable demise.
I'm gonna grab Codex by the arm and pull her away.
She absolutely almost falls over when you pull her because she's not prepared. It's just okay.
Sets you down and make sure you're stable. So was this the business talk you were mentioning?
Yes. Okay. Yes. But I thought it would be a good idea to have him here too, so we can maybe, I don't know, gain more information about him and Vorano at the same time.
Listen, I like you well enough, but you're making everything a bit more challenging.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Don't worry, I have a plan.
Do you?
It's there, I think. Yeah.
Can I know?
was gonna talk to Balthazar for a little bit and just see what his thoughts on, like, some stuff is.
Like?
Well, I was going to potentially, just ask him what would get him to drop Vorano. Entirely. I was just gonna see, like, what in a trade situation would get him to maybe get rid of Vorano for us.
You do know you could have told us any of this?
Well, I just thought of that now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You watch as Balthazar is making his way towards you both.
And it would be Zahars's name.
Yeah, in Zahars's name.
What in Zahars's motherfucking name?
Oh, great! He's coming.
Great, awesome. Do you want to be here for this?
You know what? I want to make it awkward.
Okay.
Okay,
That works.
We'll get there in a second. I'm going to switch over to another person yet again. Terrence, you're fine. You're there.
Yeah, I'm
Shakily watching.
looming, I'm drinking, I am not liking this at all.
As you're like cleaning something, so like a patron seems to like kind of come up to you. What are you doing?
Keeping the event clean.
Making the event clean? There's smudges all over it.
It's my first day. I'm trying.
Oh, that's cute. This person is like, they have kind of like a tightly shaved, or not tight shaved, but like a tight ginger beard, and then like what looks like ginger hair that on the left side is more like an ash blonde. That kind of goes down to maybe just like their ears, kind of like slicked back. And they're wearing some type of like fancy suit, probably a burgundy suit. Human looking.
I'd quick take a look at the eye, just, thinking about it.
Don't even look, it's not worth it. What are you doing, kitten?
I'm trying to keep myself on the down low.
I was curious of what this master mega party plan was that everyone was coming up with.
It wasn't really my plan.
No, I can tell that, but I'm surprised that you ended up being so buddy-buddy with everybody, considering you were so not very happy during that conversation, which I was going to talk to you about, but you had a lot of kinks in your neck that night, so I kind of just left it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I think it's good that you're with people that are taking you out of your shell, literally.
Are you getting a kick out of this? Are you having a good time?
I am. You've not met this one yet.
You know, yeah, I know. I'm like, I look around. Do I see, like, are all the people just, is this a weird event question? Is this one of this event where, like, a lot of people are talking to, like, all the servants, or is it just kind of, like, not very often? You don't see this very
Here or there, but it's more like, can I have a glass? Or like, do you have food? I mean, they do have food, but like,
I'll take whatever's left.
Yeah,
Where's
like
the bathroom?
Can I have like a couple more of these? Yeah. Yeah, where's the bathroom? But not like conversing like this facade of Darien is.
You wouldn't have happened to brought any other change of clothes. Maybe we can dance.
Oh. Regretting your decision to become part of the help already.
Not my style, you know.
So then why did you choose it in the first place? It's never been your style. Well, not in this context at least.
Well, you know, I thought what would be the least likely place that people would look for somebody to be part of the Fated Fates, and I said, you know, somebody helping the event.
Well, all I can let you know now is I can look for an extra piece of clothes, but the other reason why I'm here, other than to just watch this go down the way it's going to go down, is Vorano's definitely seen and read the letter, so he's coming.
Yeah.
He's pulling his cock out.
I mean, I was hoping that we would all stay on our guards anyway.
Well, I'll find you an extra change of clothes, since you don't want to be bussing tables any longer.
Oh, I'll be bussing tables if I have to. I thought maybe you would like a dance.
Love one.
But now if you want me to do this, I'll keep doing this. I know you like watching me work. And she like kind of like does the thing, she like leans over like a little bit further. It's like, I know you like watching me work.
I love seeing the frame of your body in that oversized tuxedo you're wearing.
Why, you don't think this isn't my best look?
Are those boobs under there? Wow. And boxy.
How shapeless.
You know I love it shapeless. I'll look for something, but yeah, just keep your eye out. You could be walking in any moment. As well as apparently someone fucking asked Kleptaris Denizath and Nova Infernus to come to this. I have nothing else to say on that, but that's all I'm going to say before I walk away and blow a gasket. Goodbye, I'll be back with clothes.
I'll also be blowing a gasket.
I
It's like more aggressively start.
Anybody that's ever worked at Lost and Found, what they do to like when they're getting angry and manic, they just bust something.
They clean.
They refinish
Big
the
T
bar
is like,
way
if you're
too
gonna be
often.
mad in my bar, you're at least gonna clean it. Redirects anger from
Yeah.
things.
All right. So yeah, you watch as Balthazar kind of walks right up to Codex and Wash. Codex.
Balthazar.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh yeah, this is my friend Dave. Dave Balthazar. She just drinks her champagne.
Hello, I'm Dave.
Roll deception first of all. Like.
I'm not.
No, I know, but Codex, I mean, yeah.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna quote, "Hello, I'm Dave."
What is it?
It's an 8.
An 8? Yeah, okay, well I got a natural 13, so it's higher than that.
Yeah, no.
Hello, Dave. If I recall last time I saw you both, Dave, Codex, you were a sheep. You were in a red suit.
Yeah.
Which was very amusing. Oh, and you also had a briefcase with you, but now you have a dog.
He's a very talented briefcase.
Right. Codex.
Yep.
He kind of like bends forward
Ooh.
and like extends his hand. Would you like to dance?
She like side eyes Wash, and she's like, I would love to, and like hands her drink to Wash.
See you later, Dave.
Have fun, kids.
Right.
This is my dad.
Dave's my dad. I love it so much. Who wants to go with whatever's going on right now?
I can talk to Clea. Because I'm sure she's freaking out right now.
Yeah, Claire's like, okay, so here's what we have so far. Balthazar's right fucking there.
Yes, he is.
Why is Balthazar here?
Great question. Still trying to figure it out. I think it has something to do with the little bunny he started to dance with.
Ooh, I smell a hint of anger, Shay.
No, not me, darling.
Well, that's interesting. And no Vorano?
Not yet, but I've heard he's supposed to be coming.
So tell me more about, what did it say on the invite card? The Faded Fates.
Yes. What, you haven't heard of us yet? With all of your information gathering?
What I have heard is the very poor attempt of jumping off a cliff.
Oh yes, that was fun.
Or I guess quite a good attempt.
It was a good attempt. We achieved it,
Yeah,
yes.
so.
Well, you know how much I just love being a part of adventuring groups. Here's
Oh
one.
no, it looks like you're having fun.
They are quite entertaining. For the most part.
Why is she dancing with him? As she like reverts your eyes over, like kind of like touches your head, like boom, like to Balthazar now dancing with Codex.
Great question. Not the first time it's happened. Still trying to get over the fact that he's here.
Motherhood becomes you.
Doesn't adjust.
Wow.
Never say that again, Claire.
Heard, respected. Why not this? I'm not a smoker, but do you know anyone who smokes?
I do. You see that surly one in the corner? Staring at these two as well?
Dave.
He looks quite irate. Why is he so angry?
Probably the same reason that is brewing in me. He will absolutely have a smoke, and I'm...
Oh, you both love her? Or him, whatever you choose.
Sure, why not? Why don't we all try to go have a smoke outside somewhere that's away from this?
Perfect. I was thinking about going back out through the entrance, since we now all have these lovely letters to show, or it looks like they're giving other people pins. Why don't we get a pin with our letter? I guess I don't have to pay 300 gold as a cover charge, but still.
Sure.
Oh, I was going to go out front to see if we can get any sniff or whiff of Vorano.
Go for it. I'd like to stay in here, actually, and keep my eye on this tall one.
Okay, I'm going to go over to the one who looks like he's been in many a fight. You just watch as what she's wearing is kind of like this small slip that then eventually goes down just to her leg. This is the most skin you've ever seen in Claire, other than like her arms.
She's wearing a cargo dress.
No, it's not a cargo dress.
One flap opens up, there's a bunch of pockets.
Over her neck, she has just a key as a necklace. She kind of walks up to you. Hi, do you know Shay?
Yeah.
She says you smoke. Is that true?
Also, yeah.
Would you like to have a smoke with me outside at the front?
Fuck it, sure.
Easier than I thought. Okay. And she kind of just walks, turns around and walks forward. She's gonna walk directly past Balthazar and Codex. It's up to you if you want to follow her.
Yeah.
She's gonna look back at you as she's walking, and she's just gonna just a gall of it. She just kind of and grabs your hand and walks by and hits into Balthazar's side and then keeps walking. Balthazar's
Yes.
And then leads you outside.
Yes.
Let's go to Balthazar and Codex since we passed them.
We got 14 minutes.
Yeah, 14 minutes.
The camera keeps panning. It's like following you. Then when you bump into to Balthazar, it pans to.
Yes.
It's like one single shot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So cool.
Absolutely.
So I did love receiving a singular, direct letter from you.
Yeah, you seemed important, so obviously we invited a lot of important people here.
Fundraiser is not a thing I'm usually invited to, but I did bring something I could donate.
What did you bring? Or is this like a secret thing?
It's not yet been brought in yet. It is a larger thing, so...
Is it one of the really big guys?
It's not, no.
Is it like more than one of the really big guys?
No, it's not.
Good question.
That's your secret, I guess. I did invite you, though. No one else wanted to, but I sent the invite out because I actually wanted to talk to you.
Well then, please, talk.
She, takes, a deep breath, and then she's in her mind, she's like, okay, I have to be really fucking cool about this. And she, thinks back to, that play that she saw in her session 0 when she was, 10. That's about, the master thief, and she's, thinks back to that, and she's like, okay, we gotta play it cool here. But she, thinks all the way back to that, and she's like, and when she looks up at him, because I'm assuming he's taller than her, when she looks up at him, her ears kind of tilt back, and she gets a slightly more serious look on her face, and a lot of the anxiousness and nervousness kind of fade away, and she's just like, I invited you here because I wanted to know what kind of trade you would accept to kill Vorano for me.
Holy shit!
Wow. Wow. Oh.
Write that down.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's his laugh. That's Balthazar's laugh.
Well, that is a very curious thing. What are you willing to trade?
Well, I have information. I have a lot of people that can find information for me. And I have connections.
I could maybe think of something. Oh, Sorry. I could maybe work with that. It's a possibility. But you, small one, you tell me. What do you think would make me want to do it? Of the information, gold, whatever you have to offer to make me do this.
Well, I know you're looking for a city. And you're going up against a rebellion?
Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
Might be the first time hearing of it. Though, and you watch as we're gonna camera. I love this camera idea. Yeah. You watch as Balthazar turns to where Casimir and Issa are standing, and immediately, like Casimir and Issa, why did you invite me to this?
Well, I thought we may have a mutual business.
My brother's here. Do you know that?
I didn't invite your brother, but I wasn't surprised he came.
He's pulling his cock out. Sorry.
He's pulling his cock out, Casimir.
I cannot express this enough.
Charity event.
What are we doing here?
Well, this will be a very interesting event, I assume, then, with all of this going on. I'm sad I couldn't bring Cower, but I do believe having a beast pet coming in would be not cordial.
Is Cower outside? I would love to see them.
I do have him close, but not close enough. You are a bard, yes?
Yes.
I actually dabble in music myself. And you watch as, like, very briefly, he conjures a ghastly ghost guitar, and then he makes it disappear. It's like a blue arcane, like, ghastly guitar.
The same exact color that Issa uses for her.
Actually, yeah.
Did you go to school for music?
I didn't go to school.
How do you feel about that?
Kind of gives that face like, kind of shrugs his shoulders.
People like us don't really need school with our talents.
He smiles a bit. Yeah, he smiles a bit. Like the little smile of like, no, nothing like. Just like
you're right.
Yeah. I think my sister might be attending this tonight, so this will be a very interesting event.
Well, that's fun. Would you like to dance, Casimir?
Sure. Pants to Terrence, crying.
Well, I imagine Terrence is standing up at the top, like, watching all of this. Like, he's the camera. If anything, he's watching you talk to Clay, he's watching Clay talk to Wash, he's watching Wash bump into Balthazar, who's talking to Codex, watching that, and just, observing all of this from the top.
So, Darian's gonna come in and you see Darian walking in towards you, holding what looks like a bag of probably clothes. As you see passing by Darian is this woman, shorter woman, and Wash walking the opposite way out of that hall. When you and Clea get to the door, Wash, you get stopped because you watch as this whole procession kind of comes in that seem to have this large box. And they're kind of shuffling this box in. And then we're going to flip back to Codex and Balthazar will be like, my donations arrived. Good. And then you watch as Balthazar he kind of like leads you if you let him. If not, he'll walk by himself. But he starts leading you to the courtyard.
Yeah, well, as he turns, she's going to like grab, because she was holding onto like his arm, she's going to like grab his arm and be like, what about our deal?
Let's put a pin in it for now, but we'll get back to it in this conversation tonight, yes? I'd like to make my donation first, since it is going to be a very dispersed donation period.
He looks over towards like where it's coming in, right?
Yeah, he saw that, but then he's looking towards the courtyard now.
Do I see Wash like near it?
Yeah, Wash gets stopped. You and Claire just kind of have to stand there as it's being processed in.
As he starts leading me away, I'm going to subtle spell message Wash and be like, get away from that box, Balthazar brought it.
Okay, so as you kind of hear like this ting, 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 ting from Lop, who's like, we have our first donation. If everyone could gather in the courtyard, we'll shut the doors for now. Any attending patrons can come in then. But please, let's all gather. You do probably by this point, if anybody's looking towards the door of the thing that's coming in, you do see Klepter and Nova in there, as well as you see 4 polished wall knights and a woman behind them in a full veil. I would say that everybody was probably too busy, but they kind of sneak in right behind the box before it gets shut. And everyone kind of gets gathered to the courtyard. Is anybody trying to get out?
No.
So people gather into the courtyard, but not everyone can even get into the courtyard necessarily. Other people are just like kind of standing around. First, let us have our patrons come. Please, the fated fates who've thrown this mysterious thing together. Please stand here, and kind of like pushes you all there. Probably Darian is just standing by you, and Balthazar is with Codex, so walks you up there. And Lopkis says, and the donator, if you don't mind, and kind of separates Balthazar from Codex. So Codex is with you 5. But Lop kind of continues for our first donation, established guest, Mr. Balthazar, has asked if he could offer his up first. Balthazar kind of stops and says, puts his hand up to stop him and says, I can take it from here. And kind of walks in front of this box. It's very long, probably 7 foot long. And he stands in front of it and just says this is actually a donation not of my own, but more procured by mine. It was actually donated by the Fated Fates.
Do we all exchange glances because...
Yep, yes we do. Just I'm sorry, what?
I'd like to offer this. And you watch as people kind of pry open the what looks now, the more you look at it, maybe a coffin?
Yeah.
That as it gets opened, kind of and lifted up, is the body of Vorano, dead. The Fated Fates have found and defeated the enemy who has caused such trouble to our education system here in the 3rd Precinct. Now, I think it's best if anybody would maybe like to be benefactor to them. Who has the first bid? And that's where I'll end today's episode.
Yes,
Great
amazing.
idea that I invited him.
End of Chapter 1, The Green Serum. The Fated Fates will return May 31st, 2023.
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.